Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
In the end, I'm your TP. I'm the beach, you're the bikini. The remote control, you're the TV. DVD player, I'm the CD. I can see us closer than 3D. Girl, your love is sweeter than kiwi. I can be your Adam, you can be Eve. I'm gonna bite that apple, believe me. I've been searching hard for your love, like a miner digging for gold. And if haters were the ocean, we would stay afloat with the boats. And if you were 4 tires, I would let you ride on my road. If I were your stripper pole, would you work me until I'm rusty and old?
Oh yeah, right. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
Angel face with angel eyes, you must be heaven sent. Our hearts had a collision and it mind you left the dent. This love is meant to happen, girl, it's not an accident. So if you give me your heart, I promise I will represent. You're my pieces, I'm your puzzle. You're my rain, I'm your puddles. You're my teddy bear like Snuggles. If it's team us, let's huddle. We can be strength in life struggles. You're my red nose with no muzzle. I can be the product, you can be the dollars. Girl, let's orchestrate this hustle.
Oh yeah, right. Girl, you my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side. You my ride or die. Like a diamond, we will shine. Baby girl, it's you and I. Baby, I won't leave your side.
I am directions, you would be the destination. If I were an employer, would you choose my occupation? I must be a shovel, cause I'm digging you penetration. Girl, your love's got a hold on me like procrastination. If I were your telescope, you'd be my shining star. Beautiful, what's a crime? I'm arresting you like the law. My love is your parking garage, girl, come and park your heart. If I'ma slide on the playground, would you slide down my sliding bar?
Oh yeah, girl, you my ride or die. Like a
Do you care to know why thousands of people have switched from using oil-bomb paint to using Une Zizé quality paint? Zizé quality paint is a high-quality American non-hazard latex paint that doesn't fade or peel off your walls when applied. Zizé quality paint comes in variety of colors that you can choose from. We even customize our customers' paint based on their request just to satisfy their desire. Stop by at any of our 3 branches at Police Academy Junction opposite NP Fueling Station, Baptist Seminary opposite Highway Gas Station, and St. Paul Bridge opposite Michael Plaza. Zizé quality paint can be used for both interior and exterior painting works. Customers living overseas can pay through Zelle on 217-720-8858. You can contact us via cell numbers 0777-366-142 or 0770-496-273 or +121-772-08858. Think Zizé, think quality.
Spicing up, what's next?
A new Liberian restaurant and lounge with tasty Liberian and Afro-Caribbean cajun is opening in Morton, South Jersey this spring. The name is Sasa Bean. Sasa Bean is located at 300 East Braintree Road, Morton, New Jersey 08053. Sasa Bean specializes in ethnic Liberian, Afro-Caribbean, and Southern cuisines. We are 25 minutes drive from Philadelphia, 40 minutes drive from Wilmington, Delaware, 30 minutes drive from Trenton, 30 minutes drive from Bristol, and 20 minutes from Burlington, New Jersey. At Sasa Bean, we have a private lounge area for private parties and private and corporate meetings and events. Sasa is hiring for both full-time and part-time employees. The pay rate ranges between $16 to $22 per hour. Contact us today for all your bookings and reservations on 609-468-4232. That's 609-468-4232. Sasa Bean Restaurant and Lounge, a place with tasty dish and comfort. Allen Bernard International, or ABR, is a management consulting firm with a team of consultants and associates who focus on growing and transforming home healthcare agencies, non-profits, and small businesses in other industries as well as individuals. Our services include ABR Business Support Services, ABR Accounting and Tax Services, and ABR Anti-Money Laundering Compliance Services. At ABR, we bring to each assignment dedication and commitment, experience and skills, performance-based process, integrated solution teams, and client relations. For more inquiries on our service, call phone number 469-378-3955. That's Allen Bernard International, or ABR, transforming business through ideas.
Hello, fellow Liberians. This is Joseph Yumabuoka. It is time to be counted for the upcoming general election, and I'm asking you to please make sure to register to vote. Every election is determined by the people who show up and vote. One of the penalties for refusing to participate in politics is that you end up being governed by people you did not elect. We must never forget the importance of making our vote count. We pay a high price for this democracy as a people. Let us protect and defend. Voting is the expression of our commitment to ourselves, our children, our welfare to this country, and our one world. Please listen out for the dates and the places and go and register to vote. The rescue mission is well on course. When you register and vote, you will think Liberia, love Liberia, and then build Liberia. Again, I say this is Ambassador Joseph Yumabuoka.
Do you need a car?
Ready for an upgrade?
Then come to Sika Motors, sole distributors of Toyota vehicles, Mitsubishi vehicles, and Yamaha motorbikes, genuine accessories and spare parts.
You name it, we have it. We have the 2022 brands of Toyota vehicles. Select from our new Toyota Starlight,
Toyota Belter, Toyota Rush.
We've got the best deal in town through our Sika Motors financing schemes with selected banks, EcoBank Liberia and UBA Liberia, starting at the lowest as $500 USD. You won't believe these prices. Come for quality, reliability, and durability. Take a spin and let's make a deal.
Sika Motors on the UN Drive at Sayotown, Bushra Island, or call Sika Motors on +231 775 987 758 or email cmarketing@cfao.com. Sika Motors, drive with confidence.
We all know the headache we go through sending money to our loved ones, friends, and family in Liberia. High fees, long lines in banks, the usual complaint of the system being down, such a waste of time and energy. That is why I was very happy when I learned that Sendwave is now in Liberia. So now I can send money anytime from anywhere directly on my phone to the ATM loan staff money account of a loved one, friend, or family within seconds for just a tiny fee. So download Sendwave now to your phone from your Apple Store or Google Play Store. Add your details, and don't worry, they are very safe and secure. And start sending money today. Don't forget to insert the promo code COSTA to get free $5 credit added to your first transfer. Sendwave is secure, super fast, and by far the most affordable way to send money to Liberia. I'm Henry P. Costa and a very happy customer. Thank you.
Evening, depends on where you are joining us from. It's another wonderful Monday. It's good to be here with you this morning on the Costa Morning Show. Today is the 17th day of the 4th month, AD 2023, with a time at exactly 10:31 here in Liberia. Let me say good morning to everybody, and it's a brand new week. We are back here to provide you the necessary information that you need. This is the only place that you can get them from. So I have my other colleagues here with me. I have Martina. Martina, good morning.
Good morning, Martina. Good morning, Waka. Good morning to our many listeners. But what happened to Talito camera?
I don't know come yet. I think he's still a little busy yet. Okay, so Darlington Collins too will be joining us. I think he's a little busy yet. So I saw him come here, unmute himself, and then he will join the discussion. So
Maybe getting ready.
Yeah, he's getting ready to join us. So folks in Radio Land, let me say good morning. It's another wonderful time to have you joining us on D1598.1. Yeah, you know, when I'm on the radio, a lot of messages can come through our phones. Oh, you guys not on, you guys not on. But it's good that we are
Waka,
on.
you know, now Jetta, that's not joke. You think everybody able to watch the show online?
So it's good that we are here this morning. We'll be looking at a lot of things, most especially two internal wranglings in a few political parties in our country. We will kickstart with the PLP and the CDC. The PLP and the CDC. Let me say, Darlington, good morning. Welcome to the show.
Good morning, Bueka, and good morning, Martina.
Good morning,
to our many listeners on this morning presentation.
Okay, it's good to have you, brother.
Thank you, Chief.
So we will kickstart we'll kickstart with the PLP, the counts as the People's Liberation Party. The PLP Council of County Chairpersons rejected the merger with the ruling Coalition for Democratic Change. Yeah, so you know the last time the CDC says 6 other political parties merged with them. That includes the People's Liberation Party. But some county chairpersons of the People's Liberation Party have this.
You forget, no, I just wanted to you forget to what man Mazda came and a political leader to a party movie.
Yeah. The mega movie. Yeah, the mesa.
The mesa be have a movie, but that's a separate tea. That's a separate tea.
Yeah. So the chairpersons, the county chairpersons of the People's Liberation Party have distanced themselves from the recent decision of the party to join rank with the Coalition for Democratic Change. There's a statement here I will need to read out so we can start our discussion from there. It says, some counties of the People's Liberation Party, PLP, have distanced themselves from the recent decision of the party to join the governing Coalition for Democratic Change. The PLP was among 6 political parties who recently pledged support for the re-election of President George Manawia and the CDC for October 2023 elections. But in a statement released on the weekend under the signature of PLP Bon County Chair and Chairman of the Council of County Chairpersons, Mr. Jerry Colley, the county executives say the decision to support the CDC did not meet their consent. The PLP Council of County Chairpersons say it is not part of the decision with grave implications for the identity and future of the party. The council claimed that the decision to take the PLP to the CDC was made by some member of the National Executive Committee without due consultation with or participation of the Council of County Chairpersons. The statement added that as far as the Council of County Chairpersons of the PLP is concerned, the CDC, among other things, does not share their party view of corruption, free Liberia, that as leaders of the PLP across the country, they are displeased with the direction of the country and the suffering of the Liberian people. Among another document signed by 9 out of blah blah blah, then we can say meanwhile chairman of chairpersons of the People's Liberation Party, Mr. Jerry Colley, has cited money influence. Once again, cited money influence as a reason behind the alleged merger of some executive PLP, the CDC. So here we are, Darlington Collins and Martina Kunate. So the guys, the leg of DJ Blue, who's the party chairman, and the stand-up bearer, they have a stand-up bearer. Took the party. The news we are hearing in the corridor that 40,000 USD were placed on the table. And then they went ahead, took the party, and never informed the county chairpersons about the merger with the CDC. So now the county chairpersons are coming out saying that the CDC doesn't go along with their party, gala or the thing that they want for the party to be. Because when Dr. Kassel was alive, he never one day have consultation or have conversation with the CDC. We used to see Dr. Kassel with the opposition bloc. But now here we are seeing the PLP have merged with the CDC, and the county chairpersons are coming up and saying that the CDC doesn't share their ideology. Darlington, here we are, another halabaloo in the CDC.
You see, Bwaka, let me say this to you and to our many listeners, right? The CDC, they are only interested in any political party that have a logo behind it. Yes, the PLP, I mean, is one of those fresh parties, birthed by Dr. Kassel. But you see, that's how the guys operate. Everywhere the CDC have joined merger, there have always been noise behind it. Even their biggest, political marriage, the MPP, is in chaos today. But not, oftentimes the media, we can only focus on the issue in the opposition. And that tells us that, the opposition is politically relevant in the ruling establishment. That the people only want to see the opposition bring the required change. My man, the CDC is in there with the MPP is noise today. The CDC now with PLP. So I didn't know our man DJ Blue was chairman of the political party. I didn't know that. So,
we went for convention and then the man won. The man won the chairmanship.
Yeah, so Blue is the chairman.
Yeah.
So Chairman Blue, the leadership of Chairman Blue, of Chairman Blue, I mean, is meeting the county council who's saying that of 9 of them, I'm sure it's 15 counties, of 9 of them are saying that it was not a foregone conclusion in supporting the CDC.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the guys went there, they joined the CDC, but kind of not among those merger. our own man, D. Maswell Sakimia. So Maswell Kimia, all along I didn't know that Maswell Kimia was the political leader of movie. You know, Mil Jumpate.
The man is political leader.
The man is a political leader. And like the new election law, it is expensive to maintain these political parties. It is expensive to maintain, to consider yourself a full-fledged political party. The new election law is very expensive. So we don't know how the men are managing. So Maswell Kimia, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, is also supposedly an opposition political leader. Look, when the CDC do these things, it just makes us to laugh. Really, Maswell Kimia is a political leader from the opposition who merged to join you and you call B program.
Rapists.
They keep telling themselves this lie that they are mobilizing their base. Maswell Kimia does not have anybody behind. Movie has since been dead since Dr. Jones, was now at the central bank and left the party. So the party around with a handful of signature. I don't even know what the other four parties who are the political leader or what the parties' names are. So if they cannot buy, real political parties, they go for the mushroom political parties that are operating from the far of one person. Once they say the political party, they just bring the coalition document. They say they're signing towards the coalition. The MPP, the same thing, boy. They got the Bounding faction yet.
And
you got the Jua faction. So there's no unity even in the CDC. So yeah, you say you Mil June party, you say Maswell Kimia la political leader. But anyway.
Martina, when Dr. Kassé was alive, he one day with the CDC. We used to see Dr. Kassé with with the opposition. So that he will go on a rally where former Vice President Joseph Boakai would be. Former Vice President Joseph Boakai would invite him, and you used to see him around. But now we see, since the men passed out, we are seeing the men party now in bed with the CDC. That speaks volume, Martina. That speaks that once you are not alive, your
our people get one parable in Madingo. They say, Nina isarila nyakuma gboro lo akoli. Won kia na da, ena existing. Then rock and go stand in a casket to pray. So that what happening right now? Dr. Kassé and life. One of the things I used to love Dr. Kassé for Waika and Darlington. Dr. Kassé, he was one person, right? He never had a feelings. People have problems. Oh, Kassé won't make decision because he's a political leader. He want a decision to come from him. Kassé fought everybody that tried to corrupt his money illegally in the name of being member of the party. He fought them. He resisted them to the core. And trust me, if Dr. Kassé is going to be alive, what DJ Blue and others did by taking his party, carrying it to CDC. I can remember Dr. Kassé affiliating one day with CDC or even sedition. I can't remember. Dr. Kassé was always with the opposition bloc. Dr. Kassé always speak against corruption, especially the judiciary killing and murdering of people. He always used to speak against it. To see today, the funding leader of that party, he no more. You know what I noticed about Liberia, with the Liberians, we don't respect people's legacy. Like, for example, if I like this, and unfortunately something happened to me, I expect your people or your friends around you to honor that thing, maybe the day of your burial or anytime they're having something for you. But the people don't do it. Dr. Kassé actually, he wanted to be with the opposition bloc. Today he's no more. I expect people, I know he used to have close conversation with people within the party. The very people today that took the party to the Rudy establishment, they knew very well that Dr. Kassé never wanted to have anything to do with this regime. But yes, because he's no more, and you don't have any family member on ground that will make that sound decision.
In fact, the regime
took
stopped
party,
his plane
yes,
from
they
coming.
took the party, all in the name of money, receiving money from the Rudy establishment. They took the party there because they wanted money. Knowing that the man that funded this party, he never wanted to have anything to do with the Rudy establishment. But yes, he knows everything to know that this man is no more. Let we respect his decision. That's why he no more, but let we respect his decision. What they did, they sidelined everything and they took the party to CDC. And Dr. Kassia spirit start fighting now. They will say the man you wish. You see how the people Africa, they can allow people so to rest in peace. But I can tell you seriously, you see how they don't allow the people so to rest in peace? And Dr. Kassia now something like demonic man. He start attacking them spiritually. And the people will say, oh, Dr. Kassia was a witchcraft. That's why you see his son now at peace, he fighting the people then. These are some of the things. They know very well that if this man was going to be alive, under no condition you want to have anything to do with the Rudy establishment. But he knows the man wish in his decision because he's no more. They took the party and received their money and go trunk the man party. What he's paying high-end money to fund. Liberians, we need to fire because the country need a lot of change. Even the human being need to change.
Yeah, so Darlington, we'll come to the other discussion, which is the saga in Liberty Party. But this should send a message to Wea. Even though Moba Molu is trying so hard, he's trying so hard to get some political party that are irrelevant to the society over to the CDC. But he, as a presidential candidate, should know that, oh, every political party Mr. Molu is trying to bring on board the CDC, there's always noise. The only political party you will see that is crossing over to the CDC and there is no noise, it means that that particular political party chairman or stand-up bearer is working in this government. That's the only political party you will not hear noise from. But other political parties that are from merger with the CDC, there is always noise. So what message can they send out? We are always saying, oh, the noise is only in the opposition, the noise is only in the opposition. But even in the re-establishment, there are noise. Anywhere you go, there's noise.
Yeah, I mean, the president is not even paying attention to that. I mean, Bwaka, the CDC has been nowhere to be before. They never need it. They didn't. At no point in time in the CDC political history, they needed to be on this level of life support that they are on. They are just looking anywhere for anything that calls a political party to join them. Look, there's more noise in the CDC collaboration than any other thing. Mind you, the PLP there is noise. The MPP there is noise. But one of the reasons why you see a lot of people gravitated towards somebody genuinely believing that Dr. Kassia towards the PLP was because of what Dr. Kassia could give them. A lot of those people who were party leaders, who were party staffers, they weren't convinced that Dr. Kassia was their leader and there's that other leadership stuff. But it was basically because of the size of Dr. Kassia's pocket. That is the ideology that the party was premised on from the beginning. The size of Dr. Kassia's pocket. As Martina said, while Kassia were around, even the government stopped Kassia from bringing his helicopters many times. The choppers from coming to
the the same party or Dalito, the same party members, they have press conference on that issue, and even leaders discussing on this platform.
Yep.
You are discussing on the platform. Then today the man is normal because we are promised all cake plane. The cake plane couldn't come. Why is it an individual and political leader that Dr. Kassia want to bring a helicopter? Why the president has failed to bring the plane that he promised the Liberian people? So it was a disgrace to the president for an individual political leader to bring a helicopter in this country. Why the president can't even afford a plane that he promised the Liberian people? So they block him. And they're very ungrateful people today that take Kassia party to the so-called Rudy establishment. They have problem with it. They have a press conference, a lot of press conferences. They have all right here condemning the government and threatening the government if they not allow their political leader to bring a helicopter. Within a period of time, Dr. Kassia, that whole saga with he and the American, it started. That's how he went to America. He never came back again. So they made that boom. What they did, because they carry money and they forget to know the money that the government gave it to them. Our control money. CDC never have money to even print t-shirt in the past. 2005, 2011, even Georgia senatorial campaign, they never have money to print t-shirt. So today they using our own money that rightfully belongs to us to use. They're using it against us so we can go and support them. And yes, and some people will accept it at the end of the day. They go to emerge. Look, that it up. Even they say our own life support. They say if I wear CDC bearer, that it will bring me back to life. I will tell my people, yeah, that would just let it go.
The CDC.
I get ready for my funeral because I don't see myself wearing that bearer. It's a curse. I tell you seriously.
So that is
yeah, Darinta, you want to come in because I wanted to say, I wanted to ask this.
Go ahead, Boga.
Yeah, the party chair, the party county chair is saying that financially there have been some, finance being used in the background. He talked about $40,000. I listened to him this morning on a local radio station. According to him, he called Jerry Collina. He said he called when Dr. Kassé passed out. He called, he called Musa Berete and told Musa Berete that since our political leader have passed out, there's the party. What are you guys doing to have a merger with the CPP or the Unity Party? So Musa Berete called Louis Brown and told Louis Brown you have to reach out to the PLP to see if they can come towards the CPP. So somebody just said their political leader name. I need to know their political leader name. That's so name. So when they call the PLP now, when they call their political leader, yes, they have a new political leader. Their new political leader and DJ Blue was elected on the same time. Their convention. So political leader, the political leader said to stop them from having the convention that just ended. The CPP should put 40,000 USD on the table. That's the only way they will not have the convention. So now the hardest bidder won the political party because the CDC were also there bidding for this PLP to merge with them.
I meant to Theophilus Fala posted the name here. Said Tapla Do, Standard Bearer, Tapla Do.
Yes, okay, Tapla Do. Tapla Do, who is a standard bearer, said that the CPP should put $40,000 on the table. But the CPP told them that, we don't have money. We just, if you guys think that, you can have a opposition political merger, that's fine. But for all, we don't have money. So who knows? Now the county chairperson, Jerry Colley, is saying that, 40,000 were placed on the table. So I think I do agree that there was some cash play in the background, Darlington.
No, but absolutely. The ruling establishment will not go into political merger or marriage with people if they are not. It's one thing to make political promises about job. It's another thing, like Brentford is a dry meat street, but what will be eating until the meat get dry? So obviously the CDC had to, push some cash around to have those guys cross over, especially where you see the party, right? Let's look at the PLP is not a new political party. It's not an old political party that has been in existence prior to the entry of the CDC to political leadership. The PLP was born out of the belly of opposing the ruling establishment.
Yes.
There are a lot of criticisms about the PLP political leader used to criticize the CDC about. So, like Martina said, right, if this party was really premised on ideology, what have changed from the time of Dr. Kassé passing to where the party is now today? What the party believed in before when they used to criticize the government that the party don't believe in today. So that's what I just said, right? The party was premised based on the influence of the size of people's pockets. So here you are. Dr. Kassé is no more, especially to the county chapters to stimulate a base and put small resources in a boss pocket. And all the people now who are leader of the party, Tapla Do and all the people, with Chairman Blue now. They do business with the CDC. So it's nothing new. These are the CDC have conducted business. But I want you to pay key attention to these upcoming legislative elections. The CDC, as we know it to be before, when they were in their, formidable stage of, formative stages of the CDC, the guys will feed representative and senatorial candidates in almost all of the districts. Mama Boyka today, for CDC to even announce who their candidates will be in certain districts, they are afraid. Except for the incumbent lawmakers who are already partisans of the party, who will be running on the party ticket. But the CDC is yet to tell us who are those candidates in the different counties that they will be featuring. When they ask them, the CDC, the only thing the CDC is good for right now, they are only good for endorsing candidates, independent candidates in counties. Mama, the people all over the country don't want to see the CDC emblem. All over. Because the last election, mama, it was the results were very bad for the CDC. It was very bad for the CDC. So, yeah, you are. The CDC is going to election. They are only concerned about anything a load of mushroom political party. They just want their support. That's how they're doing. So it's nothing new. I mean, for me to see, I knew the CDC wasn't serious. To see our man, where he said, Maswell came here saying opposition leader are joining endorsing the ruling establishment. Well, I knew the CDC were not serious.
Okay, so Martina, you want to chip in like a minute so we can just close up on this discussion? Because for me, I know DJ Blue then sold that party because DJ Blue want to contest in district.
Because he passed away. Because he passed off, so just get more his party and his children, his wife, none of them is in Liberia. And at the end of the day, the next war that can start in the PLP right now, they can start selling everything that belongs to Dr. Cassia. Watch and see. They can sell everything that belongs to him. All that cars, they buses, then he bought the cars he bought for his party. They come to start selling everything. That Liberian man right there for you. A DJ Bluetooth to fall for this government and things. Then that's why you see, brother, you see me. So that's why I don't really believe in Liberian politicians. I just believe in few. I don't really believe in them because when they preach against the things today, tomorrow they're going to endorse that same thing. And end of the day, you will see full growing on men. I don't want to give credence or relevance to the guys that who cross over or men that married legally, right? Boyka, they will go tell you say we were deceived. Just because somebody gave them money, that Liberian men right there for you. You will see full growing on men and women then. They on the other side, when somebody gave them money, then they go stay, they say, we're deceived. They deceive us. Who else will deceive you? You don't analyze for yourself. You don't think for yourself. If they can deceive a full green or men or women like you, then you want to tell me what's about the children that are on age now? What they will say if they can deceive? If at my age, if I was sent out for somebody to deceive me, yeah, you might deceive me to take me somewhere, but you can't deceive me to do the wrong thing. That one thing I know myself, you can't deceive me to do the wrong thing because before I do it, I'm going to look at it to know if I do it, whether it will be good or not. But I'll bring right there for you. The people that attend Cassia party over to there, trust me, they will come by. I can tell you and myself say we're deceived. They both deceive us. We never knew we were going to be like this. Yeah, and some people will still listen to that and they will embrace them. Thank God. It's hard for me to embrace people. That's why I only get one leader that I know. I get two, I get three, and I will never.
All right. So again, another political party, the Liberty Party, we are throwing our light on the happenings. Over the weekend, the Liberty Party hosted a press conference in Grand Bassa County. And the turnout from that event raised eyebrows. It made some people went in coma. And later on, they have to come up with strong statements. Former Vice President Joseph Boakai visited Grand Bassa County. He was invited by Nyombli and Dillon and other people, and he went there. Their statement was out. According to them, the crisis in Liberty Party is not over. It's not over that when Musa said that he was calling for reconciliation right after the court ruling, that reconciliation wasn't genuine. So Darius Dillon spoke at the event. We'll play that recording, and then we'll give you what Musa Berete said towards it. Then we can come and make our analysis. But let's listen to what Ibrahim Darius Dillon said at the program.
Hello? The brother who is the Supreme Court will put up on the newspaper on the radio, Yappy, and DJ, and all the work on the other area. And when you know people sleep up on the news, you can just look at your lab. Because there are cross-gay equality saluting. So, the election commission support because they were cheating in the election. If you know the law says, and you say 10 hours not for you. And somebody can say, I will take 2 hours. The law only for us here now. Because the president said the children in the election. Because the president got post that they were cheating. There's some people know about the cheating. There's some we see the cheating by not pretend. They can't tell you all having that all. But you know what comes to the president there? The first fellow of that party, he said, I disagree with the Supreme Court. But as a law, body citizen, I always come by and say, well, they know wrong. When you pay small coin in pure water, your water can stay in pure. Don't say, when you cheating happy somewhere, that cheating can scatter the words in that pure again, that means you will throw all over. But there's some people say, that they can't come to Harry. There's some people say, we see the doctor Musa. We see Musa senator on the fundamental document and he agreed and he changed the original document. Well, then you know one. There is some people that know. There is some people there. So, God is not boasting the influence of you, but political leader thinking. You are a woman of courage. You are a woman of grace.
So, right after this statement in Lima County, in Basso County, probably from the turnout at that event, Chairman Musa Berete came up with a statement. Yeah, he put a press release out. And that press release, it reads, it says, please be informed that the Supreme Court of Liberia has handed down its final ruling in the petition for the writ of certiorari in the case Musa Hassan Berete and others of the Liberty Party. Nyomdekanga Lawrence and Emmanuel Azango responding declined the Liberty Party constitutional far National Elections Commission NEC and the LP leadership delay elected and inducted at the January 2021 LP Special National Convention in Banga. As such, please note that the National Executive Committee honor the leadership of the National Chairman, Mr. Musa Hassan Berete, is the body authorized to manage the day-to-day affairs of the LP. Also, we kindly inform you that Senator Nyomdekanga Lawrence is no longer the political leader of the Liberty Party LP. Senator Kanga Lawrence was expelled from the position of political leader in 2022 and appealed to the court to invalidate the explosions on the basis that the LP National Executive Committee did not have the authority to expel her because the LP 2021 Special National Conventions that voted the National Executive Committee into leadership and the constitution that came out of the Special National Conventions were both illegitimate. The recent Supreme Court ruling has explicitly addressed both matters by declaring that both the LP 2021 Special National Convention and the resulting constitution are legitimate and that the LP National Executive Committee is constitutionally closed with the authority to manage the affairs of the party. Additionally, as per the LP Constitution, Maternity as political leader has expired in October 2022. We ask, therefore, that you please refrain from conducting business or pertaining to LP with any honor than the National Executive Committee under the leadership of Musa Hassan Benete. So, Darlington, Martina, this is it. We have listened to Musa Hassan Benete. So, but now everybody should know that Musa game plan to keep noise in the Liberty Party, particularly the opposition in general, was not the case. It was never, and we all know that. Because Musa now stating that Nyomri Kanga Lawrence is not the political leader of the party, and nobody should do business with her. Here we are again, another noise in this Liberty Party. How far are we now? Darlington, let's begin with it before crossing water, Martina.
Yeah, Bweka, by the way, this is, I will not borrow your words to say another noise, but there's an old noise in the Liberty Party. You see, let me say this. If Chairman Belete believes that people should not be doing business with certain people, it is only fair enough that Chairman Belete should organize his own people to stimulate his base. You know, there's so little, you know, just the Supreme Court remains the final arbiter of justice in our country. But there are so little that the court can do, especially with people's fundamental rights. The right to associate, the right to subscribe to political beliefs or political persuasion. The court cannot be issuing ruling in no kind of thing. Yeah, the court have ruled that, you know, they saw the document and they recognize the leadership ability. But, my man, you think Senator Lawrence needed a Supreme Court ruling to organize some people in Grand Bassa? She never needed a ruling to organize some people in Grand Bassa. Because you see, political support is how the people have confidence in you. Belete wanted the chairmanship now, right? And Belete said he's chairman and political leader. Okay, chairman and political leader Belete. You should be telling us when you be organizing your own rally. My man, the program was so, I watched the program, I listened to Senator Yombi Kanga Lawrence. They take full responsibility of the crisis the party is in today, and that is leadership. They took responsibility of what the party is in today, and they acknowledge that. But the Supreme Court, that is why you see the National Elections Commission, there are certain government agency that has quasi-judiciary authority. The National Elections Commission has that power, meaning they can conduct hearings, they can pass on rulings, they can withhold rulings, and maybe defer it to the highest court of the land. Look at the procedural notes of the hearing officer from the National Election Commission. The procedural notes recognize that the Constitution was fraud, the ability, other certain things that were not supposed to be in the Constitution. Belete fair cheated and went to the Supreme Court. Only because he knows that this Supreme Court is rubber stamp. This court lacked the integrity, especially on certain things, and the court will give Belete the desired result that he needs. Go on social media, Bweka. All the people who is clapping Kumaya for Chairman Belete, those are people of the CDC, our CDC friends. It is only now that our CDC friends want to remind us what the law provides. You know, Bweka, there was a history in the United States of America where the Supreme Court was losing its relevance and essence. It's the history of the court in this country. Because, you see, when the court is in a compromised position, then people stand now to be respecters of the court. The court is not just an ordinary place, especially the highest court of the land, that people will just be going there and feel they can run the court in cycles. Because certain presidential people got interest in certain people. I said here on the show the other day, Musa Belete, Edwin Snow, and George Weah. These are the three original political Hebrew boys. They have a watertight relationship. Belete should be nowhere near political party chairmanship. If Belete is not in noise for eating money at FIFA, he's in noise for eating money at the airport. He's in noise for eating roll. So Belete, they try to distract the party. Right in Grand Bassa County, the party stronghold. What happened to the headquarters that they opened? The young people of the party resisted the opening of that headquarters. They resisted it to their teeth. The Liberty Party, is Grand Bassa owned and part of Liberia. The people who subscribe to their party, the LP have been around for some time now. I'm very sure that they will survive this. The reason why you see Belete is issuing these kinds of statement, he has a motive. The motive is to keep the party divided, that the party remains divided, and render Jombly Kanga Lawrence and other people in the party politically irrelevant, which they are paying the ultimate price for. And that is the tactics. The tactics is to keep the party in noise. And you can be going to serious collaboration or negotiation table when your party is in noise.
Sure.
But other people say, oh, you go, what happened in your party? And that is Belete intention. This is where the party is.
So Martina, the message coming from the press conference in Mombasa over the weekend, the Bazonians are telling Musa that you can have your ballet, we will keep our engine. Meaning, the Bazonians, they are the engine, they are the real brain behind this political party.
He said he wants to see the party emblem behind the people.
Okay, Boyka, let me say this. Right? They were saying things to make themselves happy, but Belete have won the case and Belete have won Liberty Party. You understand? Everything that happened, Boyka, I knew that Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence, Senator Dayton, they couldn't survive from this fight. Because Boyka, if you are innocent about something, you don't know what happening. God can guide you in the process. Then when you know what exactly about to happen, when you pretend, you play deaf ear because I don't know their motive, I don't know their reason that these two people took the party. And according to reliable source, that Bronski once made a statement that Musa want to take a party for him. And they know that. Senator Dayton know that. Senator Yombly know that. But he knows everything. And they took the party, they turned it over to Musa Belete. What would he tell the people about Musa Belete? The character Musa Belete, he's not somebody that his character is inherited. Musa Belete character son behind the airplane home. Even the baby that born today know who Musa Belete is. So that thing they get in Grand Bassa County, it was just a speech to make themselves feel happy, to give their people life, because a lot of people, even me that year, I'm not part of Liberty Party, but I'm very much disappointed. And I want to say this to Darlington, Boyka, and our audience, right? Liberia is a country, let me make their reference. Liberia is a country that even people in power, when they do things, nobody question them about it after they leave power. Look at the issue in Guinea. When Dumuya carried out coup d'etat and overthrew Alpha Conde, the people who amended the constitution, they seized their passport and they are open to investigation. Why they amended the constitution and they know it was illegal? It will never happen in Liberia. Let's go to 2009. What Daddy's Camara took over after Lassana Conte lost his life. What Daddy's Camara took over. And when the opposition political leaders put together, they went on the field to go have a protest. Right? They said they were calling for protest on the field and call their supporters. Talito, you know what they did? They sent military on these people. They beat the people, they rape the girls there. And at the end of the day, right now as we speak, that investigation is going on in Guinea. It will never happen in Liberia. If the political leader call for Orade and state security go there and they kill innocent people, they rape girls and women, Nobody going to investigate after they leave power. But today, that investigation going on in Liberia. Common example, like what happened to CDC party headquarters. When we were planning back there, I was part of the stupidation group. When we were planning to protest, and what happened is state security went there. They opened live bullets at the citizen. And today, who going to investigate it? The people who supposed to investigate it, the people graded 80%. But the country we found ourselves in. So don't tell me, say, Yombly and Senator Dillon, why they did, they were depending on the court system to give them justice. Because they know the court system is ratty. Look at the issue with Eva Mapping and Emma Brocious. She took the main money from her account, she eat the money. And take the message of God to replace that man, for good government to come to power. Liberia judges, they do things because they know at the end of the day, they will not be investigated, Danito. I pray to God to see a government in this country that will investigate people for doing the wrong, that will investigate lawyers, judges for proceeding the wrong way. I pray to God to see that government. When you hear the judiciary system is ratting, because the people who presiding over the judiciary system, they are the one who ratting. So how you expect the judiciary system to function when the people who presiding, they are more corrupt? They don't even stand for nothing. They only ask for money.
The best we can do is that those people on the judiciary branch of government is to hold them accountable, and history will be unkind to them.
Who are they accountable?
History.
Who are accountable? The judges, the lawyers that John Alifa Kone to amend the constitution for him to go for 13. When Dumuya took Alifa Kone for power, they hold them accountable. But who going to hold our own accountable here? The people that make wrong, they carry on wrong proceeding. Right. The people will take bribe the corporate cases. At the end of the day, they will go scot-free. And that's why today you see everybody want to be lawyer before they believe. So you become lawyer. In 2-3 days, you start writing BBG around here. Because you go corporate in any case, they give you huge amount of money. Nobody going to hold you.
Let me say this, Martina, right? Regardless of whatever position you occupy in life, and you care less about your performance now, there's something called posterity. Posterity is going to judge you. So everybody that on the Supreme Court, history will remember them. History has its own way of holding people accountable. Tomorrow, when the attorney are working, they say your father was a foolish man and a corrupt judge on the Supreme Court. How many times you hear the name, for example, Justice Philip Ezra Banks, that old man who was an expert witness in the Kabina Janet case, researched almost all of the case law in ancestral jurisdiction, and advised the Liberian legislature that they never had no basis to remove Justice Janet. They understand when they removed Justice Janet, it appears that it was a defeat for Justice Banks. But today, people can still go look at what Justice Banks did. Even in the case Liberty Party versus National Elections Commission that went to the Supreme Court, where Bronski Fair cheated, the only person who wrote a dissenting opinion from his colleagues, it was a majority opinion, a precorium opinion, was Justice Kabina Janet. And he read his discernment. So history has its own way of exonerating people, Martina. So if the Supreme Court want to be corrupt, if the Supreme Court want to be rubber stamp and want to be managing things the way they feel that the executive can turn them, history will remember that Justice CNAO, it was the CNAO bench, it was the Yusuf Kaba bench, it was what's the guy from Sino? It was the
look at the people that say who on the bench. See, I know you, Yusuf Kaba.
So, history Martina.
But for me, Darlington, my take on this issue, I think the Nyombri fashion have realized their mistake. They knew that what they went into, they didn't see it coming. Even though there are some eyebrows raised before, but what they have seen, they have realized that mistake, and they are even appealing to their supporters now that they are fighting to get themselves out of this hook, because a character like Musa Belete becoming a chairman of a political party, it means that a lot need to be done. They need to do a lot. And now Musa have growing wings, and he's making threats all around here. So we just can't keep beating on them because of the mistake they made, they have realized that mistake. They have appealed, even over the weekend, they appealed to their supporters for causing such a. So we can't take the past and keep bringing it back to where we are now. The thing is that we should forge ahead and start from where we are to go ahead. Martina, you say you want to disagree with me, and you have your right to disagree with me.
Boy, God, if you say we should forget about the past, the person that we eat today that the past brought out to the present. You forget about that too? If we're not going to put ourselves in the past, we're never going to be in the present. That's why I want you to know that because of the past, today we're in the present. The mistake that young people make in the past, that was brought out to the present. The way people were advancing it, if they were going to let Berete go, that Berete support the party like he been doing before. Why they eat today, they were never going to be in it. So we can't let the past go and focus on the present. When all the fault that we face today in the present, it came from the past. It came from the past, so we can't let the past go. The past will always be discussed, and we'll always remember the past. Because the past was the one who gave birth to the present current situation. It was the past that it came from. So we always forget about it. Now we're discussing it. You think we're not discuss how Berete began chairman in the Liberty Party? Even tomorrow, another platform want to discuss it. You will still discuss how Berete began chairperson. You can't let the past go. It already happened. We have to discuss it. But Bwaka, the thing I want to say, it was never a mistake. They were hoping, like the way we Liberians were hoping that we are going to bring change. They were hoping that Berete was going to change because Senator Didon personally take to his Facebook page and acknowledge everything that was saying about Berete. It was truth, but saw tend to pour in the Bible. So he was hoping that this Berete was going to turn to Bronski to protect the party interest, not his interest. But unfortunate for every one of them, not us, because we are Martina Konate. I knew that Berete intent was to take over the Bassa People Party. That was his intent. So I knew that Berete was going to take the party from them. That's what we want them. At the end of the day, look what happening now. Berete had won them. Everything they come out to say, the facts remain Berete won the case. And Berete remain the legitimate political leader of Liberty Party, whether they like it or not. Even though the Rudy was wrong. Waka, get me wrong. Right here. The Rudy was wrong. I'm not salami with the Rudy from the Supreme Court. But this judiciary system, even the child are born today, know about our court system. The person that gets the money, the person that gets the connection, even you kill somebody, it will be compromised. It will be compromised. A foreigner can come here and murder a Liberian in cold blood. In that case, can be compromised. Every one of you witnessed the case with Princess Copper. Princess Copper case never left the police station to even go to court. Just by the subpoena, the court law, and this Lebanese man, no matter what, imparted to the office the day they arrested us for Freeport. He passed to the office for questioning him. No more on Princess Copper call. He was the one who called Princess Copper to go meet him to ELW Joshua. By the end of the day, the people said they never had no evidence to send the case to court. At the end of the day, what happened? That case never left Central. If a Lebanese man will murder a citizen in this country, and you about the case, then why you think about we social Liberians, so Liberians, you think Berete can beat the system, and Berete is highly supported by the regime.
To be leader of a political party, to be leader of a political party is not a title to a lendee or to own a title on a card document. When you say you are a leader of a political party, is your numerical show of strength. I understand what you're saying, but you see, Bweka, in as much as I oppose chairmanability ascending to the Liberty Party as chairman of the party, but one could also argue that the Liberty Party at the time was trying to bring about political inclusion. Bweka, you follow the history of political parties in this country. You know some of the reason why our country went to war is that when people come to political parties, the first thing they ask you is your religion, your tribe. Berete has been in the party for so long. He's been a long-standing member of the party. He was not just a low-level flowing member of the party. Berete was one time campaign chairman of the Liberty Party. Here on financing and mobilization. So Berete has had a long-standing relationship with the Liberty Party. Even though I don't agree with how the way in which he came to the chairmanship, but the ability to pay dues in the party, he was not, he didn't just wake up one morning and became chairman of the Liberty Party. He was involved into the party politics. So that is the kind of liberal we want to see political inclusion, where regardless of which tribe you come from, whether you're a Mandingo, whether you're a Kisi man, if you have paid your dues in the political party and the party believes that it's time for you to serve, how you conduct business while you are chairman of the party is what matters. So Boga, Belete is saying, this Belete gave Alex Cummings ultimatum. So it says now he's the chairman and political leader of the Liberty Party. He said Alex Cummings should pick him. If Alex Cummings don't pick him, he will pull out. Since the ultimatum Belete gave Alex Cummings, what happened to that ultimatum? Because even the people Belete is aligning with, they know how irrelevant numerically Chairman Belete is. Chairman Belete should be mobilizing his party. He should be mobilizing the party. And he said he the chairman of the political leader of the party. Let him show up, let him go have his own press conference and mobilize his base. My man, the Liberty Party.
Darrington, before you can conclude, because we have to take calls. Just add up to this. In like a minute time, the party we keep talking about the party. Do you think Musa chairing this party can give any result to the base that he support? Do you think he can bring forth the partisans more than the normally fashion of the political party? This is where we are now. Let's look at it. Let's take a minute to dive into that. If Musa can pull more votes, his fashion of the party can pull votes for his political base, then normally fashion of the party and the side that they are supporting. So let's look at it both sides and then talk about it. Let's take a minute because we have to open the phone line. Take a minute, then we'll go to.
Let me tell you why is Belete fight. Belete fight is to destabilize the Liberty Party, and the partisans you will see that will remain with Chairman Belete are the ones who believe that when you with the Liberty Party emblem, you are most likely to win election. Mind you, Belete as chairman of the Liberty Party, he's the one who will sign the candidate's nomination form. All the people who want to contest on Liberty Party ticket. Say now the court have ruled. So Belete will be the one that's submitting candidates to the National Elections Commission to run on the Liberty Party ticket. But interestingly, this is why it's going to happen. Because Belete does not control the grassroots base of the Liberty Party. Belete will just be signing blank checks. But Boka, my man, you don't need to be an everyday political person to compare the Dillon faction, the Yombly faction to Belete. When you put them on a scale, one person will come way down. Because you said it, you saw the program in Basel. The Liberty Party, I think, is some part of Lofa. The party is also strong in Lofa, where Eugene Falakmaka used to be lawmaker. So the party too is interested in strengthening their base, in mobilizing our people. So Belete can go on and mobilize his own people. But the end result, Belete will destabilize the party. The partisans that you will see beyond Belete, those are the partisans who just want to get a Liberty Party emblem, because the way the Supreme Court have ruled, Yombly will not be signing candidate nomination form now to send it to the National Election Commission. It will be the chairman of the party now. But numerically, can the party pull the votes in places of the Basel? Absolutely not, Boyka.
Okay, so Martina, 1 minute quickly, so we can take phone call the callers. Musa,
Boyka is not in it. Musa Belete is not in it because he won't vote. Musa just in it because he wants to control the party, and that's his mission, to get total control of the party. Musa don't want to become president because he know the opponent will win. Even that Nima Kante running, he not winning there. He don't want to, but he was sent on a mission, and his mission will be accomplished. So now the second step now is to Pokumi and Boyka together. That's why you see them working on. And Boyka, I want to say this. I think you're talking over there. Be careful. Every contest get their stigma. When Belete enter in Grand Bassa county with money, I think you're saying here, it will change in a second. That parents will always follow money. Every country get their own stigma. Every country people, even the people can say they loafy and stingy. And the people can say they put for born country we stupid. And nobody can say, you know that brave people they get are saying. They say the people from Nima country they are brave. They say the people for Grand Basso they let money. That's something that it's a reality now. That's a reality, but people can just say it as a fun. If better they enter with cash in Grand Basso country, the thing you're talking here, you say you will be surprised. Better they will pull the crowd, he will pull the number because he enter in our country with money. So then we just forget about all the things we're talking here. Youngly and Senator Dillon, I don't know what they were thinking. The damage had already been caused. And I hope that it be fixed after this government leaves power. But now, I don't see anything like they will make progress. Maybe 2024, they can reopen the case and by then, they're going to trash that case. And now we're going to do no court appearance. He will give that party over to, he will turn that party over to them over 1 minute. Because what he wanted, they are already happy. And I want to say this. The thing that Berete doing, the thing that Youngly and Senator Dillon did, is a lesson to every politician. Stop recycling these corrupt officials in our society in the name of politics. I hear politicians say, oh, that person here is important. Oh, we need that person here. You don't need no corrupt politician or no corrupt officials because you think they get popularity, because you want to win election. You don't need them. The recycling of corrupt politicians in our country, that's what brought Liberty Party to where it is today. And a lot of politicians do the same thing over and over. If this person is a murderer, if this person is corrupt, time for campaign, the person come today, they accept the person. Recycling corrupt politicians, that's what making this country is not making progress. And I hope people learn from what Youngly and Dillon is going through right now.
Okay.
But
So we take some calls on 0770.
I just want to add in 30 seconds. Have Belete not tried to infiltrate the party structure with cash? He tried. The Youth League, for example, they were promised, some of them were promised motorbikes. The counter structures. A lot of them went to the Youngly faction. They didn't go to the Belete faction. So Belete have tried to influence the party structure with cash. So I don't know how is he going to enter Basso. Yeah, will the people not take his money? Yes, they will take his money.
You will tell you carry and Martina, you said it. Watch and see.
Okay, so you see, that's the beauty of the Costa Show. We all have to agree on everything. So this is how we do it here. And we'll take some phone calls. Now we have made our analysis.
Money is involved. I don't put my hand on chat people.
Those of you listening to us can place your phone calls on 0770-102-102, 86010383. Take this person. Good morning, Sekachipo.
Yeah, Bwaka Kamara. Good morning, Mr. Kamara. And good morning, Darlington Collins. And Sis Martina, good morning also. I am the religious advisor to the Costa Show, and I'm calling from Nicholas Town this morning. Vicky, I want to appreciate you. You know, we are religious people, so life as a whole has to do with forgiveness. Because Bwaka, the life we living, every day we stand before God. He was a man who didn't have to change. He would have rejected some of by now. Having said that, the rhetoric that I'm looking at, there's a contradiction. It's telling me that Nyomdita has expired as a political leader.
Yeah.
Then he's telling you on the other hand that she has been expelled. You know, when you are operating in a wicked cycle, that's how you behave. But I want to say something to Sis Martina. You know, look, human being can make mistake. There's no one perfect on earth. I can say that. When Dillon and Youngly took the decision to reassess Senator Dillon, wife had to reach out to me. That's not something I'll do. You know what I'm saying? I got angry. But let me say this finally. Our leader, Henry, who made me today, my brother, let me tell you, there are some communities when I reach there, somebody identified me, I can feel proud of myself for being a part of Henry Federal Costa. But you know that Costa made a mistake 2017, where he said something about Joseph Bwaka. I went better with him completely in my own life. But said this came when he came back as a leader, everyone forgot it. So Bwaka, in our ways, in politics, like the way the whole time is looking, I don't think we should be doing that eternal fight. Mama, that's my view. Bwaka, you know that my brother is close to George. Let me say this on the video this morning. You know it. But you think, what am I on this other stand? So I don't want us to really be bitter with one another. Let us just consider the same. They made a mistake. They are also regretting it. The Lord is regretting. He's in tears. But let us just leave it as it is. Thank you for the time.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's take this other person on the WhatsApp number quickly this morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name is Johnny.
Yeah, good morning. I'm Otero George, calling from the U.S., Minnesota.
Welcome, Josh.
Yeah, just what all of you guys are saying, I mean, you guys are all right. The mistakes have already been made. It's just like what Martina is saying, the judicial system in our country is so bad that, I mean, for now, you just got to accept it, because especially with the kind of government that we got in place that damaged the entire system, I mean, they just got to accept the fact that the ruling is the ruling. That's the highest court in the land, the Supreme Court. And so we just got to keep pressing forward. I mean, the one or two things they got to do. They either accept it and accept it in good faith and move on with other their political life. And if they must join that train that is moving with JMB, let's join the train and don't look back. At the end of the day, there will be a new system that will come in place, and that we will have to go back to that Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court will make this ruling again. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Let's come back home and take this person. Good morning.
Good morning, Bwaga.
Good morning, Bobby.
Yeah, thank you very much, Bwaga, for that recognition. Oh, this is Bobby Abu Meska, Bwaga, from District 6 SC Bwaga, let me appreciate all the panelists this morning on the show. Bwaga, you see, when it comes to the Liberty Party issue, we are members of the Liberty Party. When we were in Pastor on Friday, that is the reason why you see that the political leaders and the Yombli kind of love. When you listen to the press conference, there was no job, Joe, at the chairman. There was no job there. If you didn't listen to that, you will know what the political leader mean by that. Because it was the first answer to hear my political leader, that kind of press statement, that's a very distant press statement, showing no job, and that there's no division. Say, what's in that press statement? She says to the people, she went personally, so the young people can have one personally to go appeal to the people of Bassa, and because the people have the notion that Yombli and Delon and other they saw the party to BDP, Yombli and Delon and other 10 days to the party. So it was something. So she went there to demystify the mental reporter that they didn't say the party. BDP was in the party. BDP was the campaign chair 2017. She registered 2017 election. So it was there's a thing that people go on to say, but all of a sudden people come from Basel. So yeah, that BDP has still said that Yombli can allow is it BDP zero? The same BDP who pushing for reconciliation within the party. Today he is telling people from the party. So how you expect for reconciliation to take place within the party? Is there not to move the party forward? No. They wanted the minister to be in the party just for Blocker to not win because you want to call competition. When you forget to know that you're making a lot from Pastor, she has the number more than benefit.
All right, Bobby, thank you. We have to take another person from this line here. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Bwaga. Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. Your name is joining us from?
My name is Aaron Colley, and I'm calling from Cyprus. I just want to say good morning to Martina Conrad and brother Collins. I just want to bring some. I just want to make some points because the other day I listened to Chairman Benete on the argument, and he was blunt and said many things that I just want to speak. Maybe our Senator Ambassador Joseph Bima Bwaga, he might pick up some things from it. Okay, he said that if the opposition will come together in one accord, and then maybe Joseph Yuma Bwaga might not pick this guy, the political leader of the ANC, which is Kumis. If he will not pick Kumis, they should come together in one accord and sign a MOU that if they go to the runoff, that the opposition should come together and bring the head of the person that will come second to George Manawia. So I think Musa Bede was making the right point. And he said this again. He said that if only the opposition don't come together and sign this document, when they reach to the runoff, there will be no opposition unity. So I just want our ambassador Joseph Yuma Bwaga
to think about this statement because we cannot do anything right now. Musa Berete, the Supreme Court are ruling in favor. And you have power, you have the money, you have power. So we, the Liberians, we are going through this. So I just want our political leader to see how best we can hammer that thing before going to the October election. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take another person on this line, 0770-102. Let's take this caller here. Good morning.
Good morning. To Mr. Kamara, and good morning to Martina. To your friend. Well, my name is Chuck Biggie Jr. Joining from Banana Jarvis Market. This is number 4.
Welcome.
Thank you. You know, like Martina read, you know, the battle in Liberty Park is not about mobility getting number. It is that it just about stabilizing the opposition community to make the opposition community appear to say there are so much division. But you know, that one over there, it is something that everybody is supposed to look at. But it will not work because it is very simple. You see, the other party, no matter what Musa do, Panamkanga Lawrence remains the political leader of the Liberty Party. And aside from that, that confusion they're talking about in the opposition community, everybody vying for the same seat, the presidency. So you not expect smooth ride or for somebody to go praising their friend name to say, oh, you know, hallelujah, to make president. No.
Okay.
You know, they have I beg you, they got separate political parties, something that everybody will be fighting for. But let me say this to you, Buddha Brady get fighting a losing battle. Because no matter what happens, by the grace of God, everything will happen in favor of the party. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's take another person from the WhatsApp number. Good morning.
Yeah, DJ, what's up?
I'm doing pretty well. Welcome. Your name is joining us from?
I'm calling from Massachusetts. I got 2. After the program, please call me. You know what's up. Then my next question is, I just want to excuse of Martina, right? In life, because certainly we got political mistakes, political miscalculation, and maybe criminality. What the Northern Party did was political miscalculation. Yeah, they never knew that anything would go this far. So we should consider them for that situation because not political. Yeah, they just felt that before he did it, and knowing that you are saying you're from the same ethnic group benefit from, but I appreciate you how you go down hard on it because you don't care whether somebody from the ethnic group, your love is for Nigeria. But if they have denied benefit, people are going to, oh, when we were in the party, he not do this, that, and stuff. And so they were trying to look for that diversity. Yeah, that's why they did. It was political miscalculation. It was not criminality. We should continue to prosecute them because that little thing they did. Let us come together and fight. You know, let me tell you, there's some people who do all the things wrong when we are divided, but when we together, it is no the force we get. Like the drug selling rally, you saw how drug guys were on their feet. They keep people doing stuff and stuff because that rally have momentum.
Okay.
So if we decide to just forget about the time and focus on what people made a political miscalculation, we shouldn't kill them for air. Big y'all.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's take another person from this line. Good morning.
Hello?
Good morning, welcome.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Your name is calling from?
I'm Lamini S. Cornell from Banga, Bon County.
Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think we were here when the convention went on 2021. Even outside of the building, what people were saying was the party shouldn't just remain Basel party, you know. People were arguing, you know, and Delon, right there, he came with his group. Even interview they have him, they said they must make sure they are supporting Musa ability so that the party shouldn't just remain, you know, Basel people party. You know, Delon and Yombly wanted this party to remain, you know, open people. That one man, Sisa Martina have to know. You know, they did it in the way that everybody should participate, you know, in this party here. And for Musa ability, you know, he's on a mission. But what I want from the people of one person, let we join together in the future, the party will come back to the owner.
Okay.
Let's leave everything and come back together. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's leave everything and come back together. Good morning. Good morning. The WhatsApp number.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Grandpa. Let me say good morning to the co-presenters.
Welcome.
And let me be frank with you, brother. I'm the star of the Liberal Party. And so the 2021 convention, we deemed necessary that some people had that saying that the Liberty Party was a bouncer party. So we wanted to incorporate people from diverse backgrounds. So Musa Bean reached every requirement of becoming a chairman of our party. So why do we should stop him from becoming a chairman of the party? Even though when the Bishop Bear was alive, he didn't want God Musa Bean, and he gave Musa Bean or one of the strategic positions in the campaign. They still know the campaign. So we then they say we made you chairman because we now knew the motive. But now we are proving, and what Martinez said, Musa Bean and you is influence in Basel, the financial influence. That's a lie. If you check the electoral history, the political record of Basel, nobody can use money influencing Basel in South Africa. Why did you use that electoral and say, yeah, hello?
Yeah, so what's your point? What's your point here?
My point here is Musa Bean can take the ignorance of the party, but we will take the majority plan. Imagine Musa Bean don't have any of the lawmaker of the party supporting him. So who is he? So what base does he have to influence any election in Liberia? Any talk about Basel?
Okay. So thank you so much. We'll take two calls. Then we'll cross over to discuss a little bit again. Good morning. Welcome.
Yeah, good morning, Baka. How are you?
Pangomo.
Good morning, Martinez. Konate. How you doing?
Good.
But let me give you a scenario. If I go Kamara and I've never done politics living, but I will tell you, and the people are saying competition between the political party, they don't want to do that. No competition between them. And me, I go Kamara, Unity Party, is Bata collaborator, ANC, foreign father of ANC is a matter for coming presidency, former president, Eli George Sally, what destroyed Liberia did today. What made Eli the one that brought cities into power because of what they hatred? He made Liberia sleeping on hunger. Our boy play with like the grown up gang or grown up ball. Our country has been terminated. It will buy back was $18 for 13 to 18. At $3, it's back there. You know the party. If you go to Rabbi and it's not coming ANC. I go. I have resigned. I will campaign bitterly against any fanatic and it's not coming.
Okay, thank you so much, Pangomo. We'll take two more calls and then we cross over to Pangomo. Go. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Baraka. Hey, good morning, Darlington and Martina. Look, I listened to a guy that called from Massachusetts in America. He made a strong point. And in Liberia, if we must understand, people feel very marginalized. So the convention 2021 that brought Musa Ability to the head of the Liberty Party wasn't wrong because the people rejected Musa Ability again. They would have been, oh, just because he's a Digo man or because he's a Muslim man. Remember, Mr. Ability always supported the Liberty Party when the founding member chairman, the late Bronsky, was alive. So let's not get to the point where there was some corruption, you can never know one's heart. No one knows what you think about on a daily basis. So the fact is that for people to think, oh, Ability King, no one knew Ability, his motive that he wanted to destroy the party. So we have to move from this point and try to continue to, every day calling his Ability a criminal because he took over the Liberty Party. He was part of the member. He was part of the hierarchy of the political party.
So he did not do anything. The party didn't do anything wrong. So we have to listen to reason to that to the point where BT was not a criminal during that time. Nobody knew his motive. Now he's a criminal for other reasons, not because he told what they were taking.
Thank you. We take this last person now cross over to know. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Your name, where joining us from?
I'm David D. Horace, called Johnny from the Legacy Bell, to be precise, single happy.
Welcome, David.
Well, I'm so angry this morning about the Musa Delete, about Liberty Party. The party consider bouncing left with us. We recognize you cannot be a political leader. We recognize Musa Delete, where it's coming from. But one day, I know it will be over. He know where he's going, and we know where he's coming from. But majority of the people behind Yopi cannot Lauren, and we will not be from behind her. We the Liberty Party people, we will say behind Yopi cannot also wherever she goes, that's where we will go. We won't back and thank you ever so much.
All right. Thank you so much. So, Darlington, the question now on every one of us decks is, what is the way forward? That's the major question. What do you think the folks from the Nyombli faction of the Liberty Party can do? What's the way forward? Dylan, Nyombli, what's the way forward for them?
Well, absolutely nothing, pretty much. I mean, like the way they are doing, they are engaging their people is good. Owning up to their responsibility onto what led to the crisis in the Liberty Party. And truthfully so, I mean, there's a ruling here now. I mean, some of us, we very frown on this ruling from the Supreme Court. We know how this court is compromised. But as I said earlier on to you, Bweka, Chamability, like him or hate him, he's the one now that will be submitting candidates who will be contesting the Liberty Party ticket. If the Liberty Party will be featuring candidates, you know, because I mean the form from the National Elections Commission where the candidates nomination form, it is signed by the chairman of the party. So if there is a ruling that recognizes Bility as a head of the party also, I mean, he's the one that's going to be, you know, doing business with the National Elections Commission, sadly, but that is the political reality that, I mean, we have to live with. And to be honest, I understand where Martina is coming from too. You know, sometimes we talk about these things here. I mean, could have been prevented. It's a political process. Bility got elected on a democratic process. I mean, he's chairman now of the party. There was confusion in the party. So it's a very tight space, you know, for Liberty Party folks. Sadly, they are in a very tight space.
Okay, Martina, from your own perspective, what's the way forward for young people of the Liberty Party? You are muted.
Sorry, point something concerning the 2017 election, right? And I want to correct him there. And I want to hear a lot of people, oh, Harry Costa, what Joseph Boakai means. We are in a political season. When I go on my platform, when ANC people attack my political leader that are supporting for now, which is Joseph Boakai, I go on my platform, I call Arizona Kumi names. But let's take this, if Arizona Kumi were having a number like the way Joseph Boakai having a number, and Arizona Kumi's and Joe, they say two are not going for the second round, you think who I will support? We are in a political season. But I don't know why when is it Henry Costa, people take it so personal. Henry Costa had a political leader he was supporting 2017, which is Honorable Benin Ayubi. You're expecting to come and say, oh, Joseph Boakai are good man, Joseph Boakai like this. People were criticizing people because they wanted their political leader to win. Like the same way today, people criticizing, people folks on ANC criticizing, some folks on ANC criticizing Joseph Boakai. But trust me, the second round, they're going to support Joseph Boakai. With all the nice things they say about him now, they will still support him. We are discussing political season. And I want to say one thing again, one of the things that make you see this country not going anywhere, people don't look at people's record in politics. People don't look at people's character before they give their position in this country. And at the end of the day, people mess country affair with God business. Look, we are discussing politics. We're not discussing the Quran or the Bible here. For people to come preach here to us. Once a criminal, always a criminal. What make you think Bility going to change? When a criminality brought Bility to permanent, you think you're going to make it to change? Like the show are doing now. But they are following my leader here in Costa. That what brought me to permanent. You think I'm going to leave a side? The only way I will leave a side when you do the wrong thing. But because that he don't brought a side for no reason. The one we accuse Benete of today, that Benete criminal activity brought him to permanent. That Benete criminal activity gave him relevant today. The money he get, he stole the money before he became rich. So you think Benete going to desist on it because he party chairman for one party called Liberty Party? We the business people, we don't look at people past record, we don't look at their lifestyle, we just take position, we give it to them because we say we believe in it. Let me just set an example. We're happy when they say everybody should submit their letter that they want to become a youth chairperson. Everybody that contested for that position, they are my allies, the people that supported me. But you know the difference between I and other people, and I tell God thank you for that. No matter how you and myself we friend it. Let me say this: for everybody that in our Roots FM office, if today they say somebody will be personal assistant to Henry Costa, if they ask me for my honest opinion, I will select Boaka. Not because Boaka here with me. Boaka is patient-mannered. Boaka better communicate no matter how you angry. Boaka better communicate with people than any other person I know that in Henry Costa circle. If you ask Martina Konate, say who should be personal assistant to Henry Costa, I will tell you, say, Boaka Kamara should be a personal assistant. Because that's the person I know you to be, he will better suit that position. But people select people based on friendship, knowing their character in this country. And that was affecting our society. We need to desist from it. That because I know you and myself we close, but I know that you will not suit their position. Or I know the character of you will damage this position when you serve in it. But because I know you, I will support you. And I will do it. And I think you're talking forgive me and my early granddaughter. I don't know how to forgive people. When you do wrong, that affect thousands of people. Then you get cancer and forgive me. I swear to God, and I say you haven't know me. I will not forgive you. I don't forgive. I don't forgive that me right there. So that will affect our culture. We discussing issues like affecting the culture. There's somebody who tell we are Christian, we will forgive. We are Muslim, we should forgive. Forgive on which level? So the people who are victims, are you going to dare to ask them for forgiveness? Or how their own situation going to be there? But you want for people to forget? Tell God I don't forgive. And I like myself for that. I don't forgive. That me right there. I don't want to forgive. You do it to me, just know that me you inside it life.
Okay. So we folks about very heated
about Martina. I get to know the winner today.
Yeah. So she joined Ellie Johnson Selena. No problem. So
Ellie I inspire Martina to not forgive. Martina will beg you forgive. Yeah,
not forgive. Yeah, Aliton, for me, I think the way forward, because that was the question I posed to every one of you guys. And for me, I think the way forward is that Nyombli, Dylan should do more engagement. They should engage the people to get a base that Musa will not get. Because Musa already having a party under his control. Like you said, Darlington, he's going to be signing on documents that will be sent to the National Elections Commission. And the only way now Nyombli and Dylan can be politically relevant in our society. Of course, they are senators. People do know them. But towards the 2023 elections is to mobilize their base, keep their stronghold, make their people believe that they made a mistake.
Just 10 seconds before you close up, yeah? I beg you.
Okay, so before, make sure that their base is stronger. As we head to the 2023 elections, nobody is free of mistakes. They have made a mistake. They have learned from their mistakes. And the only way now they can move forward is to capitalize on that mistake and make a change. That's all I can say. That's me. I think that's the way forward. Let them forget about the holding and putting between they and Musa, because they are giving Musa more relevant when they keep holding and putting with Musa. That's the only time Musa will keep being in the news. But for the past days, for the past weeks, for the past months, we've been talking about Musa and the Liberty Party. We've been focused on other things. But they're coming back now from this ruling, and Horny and Puri, it will give Musa more relevant, and that's the only way Musa will be in the news. That's how people will keep knowing who is this particular person they call Musa. So I think they should focus on mobilizing their base, reach out to the people, make sure that they get people on board the political party that they will be supporting. That's what I think should be the way for them. Martina, you say in 30 seconds.
Yeah, but I want to say there's some caller called and he said Berete calling for reconciliation that they must go to the table and sign that anybody win. I just want to let that caller to know the snake that went in a farm on the farm to convince Eve to eat the apple. Berete is dangerous more than that snake. So everything that Berete says, somebody that want unity, they will not sound like the way Berete sounding. And Bwaka forget to answer the question. The way forward is Yombly and Senator, they don't shoot it bad to Berete. Let them stand their ground. They should have no common ground with Berete because he don't want peace. He just want to drag them in the mud. Let you say, let them mobilize their people. Let them get their base. Let their people remain in their circle till 2023, finish 2024. They will get their party back. But only attempt for them to call for reconciliation on round table with Berete will be to drag them more and more. Berete are no more them. You can eat either call deal.
You already said Boga to understand Manigo. Then you must be putting Manigo for Boga to understand.
All I did I was forget Darlington. Forget
that. Get out the one Martina say.
No. I guess it. I guess it. Yes, do that. Darlington, 30 seconds before wrap up.
Yeah, I mean these are trial times for the Liberty Party, and I can only hope that the crisis in the party gets resolved and all sides, move the party forward because, mind you, regardless of which side you're from, whether you are pro-ability or you are pro-Yombly or DeLong, the Liberty Party is Councillor Bromsky legacy. So if all of them, they are genuine and sincere about what kind of party they want to have, they need to think about, take up some time and reflect. And that is also for Chairman Ability. That's for Senator Yombly Kanga Lawrence. This fight has continued for so long, but this Liberty Party is Bromsky's legacy. How do they intend to carry on Councillor Bromsky's legacy in his absence? And they need to reevaluate all options and probably get back to the drawing board and see where they are and make meaningful.
Yeah, 2024, but not far again. 2024 not far, but 2023 they forget about it.
I mean, regardless of whichever way Yombly Kanga feels or Dillon or Ability feels, this party is Councillor Bromsky's legacy. So I can only hope that all of them engineer ways to, to move this party forward and reconcile their party, because if everybody got personal issue with everybody, then the legacy of Councillor Bromsky appears to be crushed. But I'm sure, that's not what they want. If they are genuine and sincere, let them mobilize the party and reawaken their base and keep the Bromsky legacy alive. Thank you, Boyka.
Okay, folks, thanks so much for joining us. It's been a very fascinating discussion today again. Martina Konate, Darlington Collins, and I, Boakai Amara Kamara, will be here bringing you the Costa Morning Show. Join us tomorrow. We'll bring you another discussion. So up until then, join us. Like I said, tomorrow is bye-bye from our end.